everybody else does, then you're just washed. You're like this Meyer says, you're just a wash. You're everybody else. You're mediocre. You're average. Because you don't stand for something. But if you stand for something, people might like it, they might criticize it, but at least you stand for something. And at least it means something. So I encourage you, and whatever you do, stand for something. Be someone who has a life of meaning. Be someone who has a life of purpose. Have the ability to stand alone. And the second point that I wanted to share with you, that has had one of the biggest impacts on my life, is to live with passion. Everything you do, live with passion. When I was a little boy, my dad would travel back and forth from the Philippines. And one trip he got back from the Philippines, and we're sitting there at the airport, me and my brothers and my mom, and we're sitting there, and my dad lands, and he comes walking off the plane, and we give him a big hug, and he just got done watching a movie, and he was like, just watch this movie on the plane. It's an awesome movie. He said, we're going to Blockbuster. He didn't tell him what it was. And so we get home, we went to Blockbuster, we got home, and he sat down and he said, guys, on the plane, I watched the movie Braveheart. He said, it inspired me. He said, I want you to watch this, and I want you to watch William Wallace in this movie. And I want you to watch the courage that he had. And I want you to watch the passion that he lived with. And I want you to live with this passion and this courage. So we watched the movie, and I was like 7 years old, a little boy watching all this skill. It was awesome. And so I'm watching this movie, Braveheart, and ever since then, it's been by far my favorite movie. Nothing else has come close. Obviously, it's a great movie. Mel Gibson's amazing, but it's also because my dad's story was that. But that had an impact on me and living with passion. Watching my dad live with passion. Whatever you do wholeheartedly unto the Lord. That means live with passion. Have some juice about you. You want every time I step into the football arena, every time I step into the weight room, every time I step onto a practice field, I want there to be something different about me. When you see me on a football field, I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm going to be passionate. I'm going to love what I'm doing. I'm going to give my whole heart to that. Every time I step on there. Because that's what separates me. When you live with passion and you're enthusiastic about what you do, it's contagious. People want to have that. They're drawn to that. That's something my dad taught me when I was a little boy. That's something you can do to separate yourself. That's how you can be different. I thought, wow, it takes no talent to be different. Everything for me was about being better and hitting that edge and being better than the rest. So he said, you can do that with living through passion. You can be enthusiastic, where it's going to be contagious, where other people are going to want to play with you. Other people are going to want to be on your team. Other people are going to want to be in your classroom. Because you love life.